Hello. Oh, how are we all doing, friends? I am warm. I am so warm. And I am far too dense for this weather. Oh, I hope we're all doing very, very well. Oh, someone just sent me. So a friend said he could use on grip dual wield a two-hander and another weapon like a four-sword. So Ogun grip off another open and it keeps the two-hander equipped and then remove the negative so like makes me sensitivity reload save. Interesting. Interesting. There might be changes coming to Ogun Arms, so we could just go ahead. I'm missing a team member. What happened? Ah. They were just being very, very friendly. Someone said there might actually be a fix to Scourging Strikes to fix the blade down, so I was just seeing it. If you want to fix the bleed application, you need to mess with Scourging Strikes. By default, this patch, the attack is set to single shot. Don't know why. You can set to Scatter, which is burst, and Pattern, which is AoE. Form makes it where blade dance never makes it death by the thing. This patch broke a lot of blade dance. Excuse me. Forward everything else. Oh yeah, no, they fixed up so they broke Scourging Strokes so much. So we were sorry, someone sent me a message about code diving trying to fix more stuff for the Blade Dancer. I have also been trying to fix it for myself, see if I could get like a little patch that people could put into their toy box to fix it. To not much success. But yes, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing good. I need to level up. Let's have a quick look at level 27 as people get in here. Oh, it's an easy level. Oh, wait, Master Tactician. So I am still updating and working on some different build variations, and a couple of people complained that they find the Deathwild Blade Dancer build that I did too complicated. Yep. Let's go with 3-2. But yes, they said it was too complicated because they often kill themselves because they don't know that you shouldn't use the blade dance when you're on low health. Not blade dance, orchestrate flames to basically ignite yourself and stuff. So I am creating a version of that, which is already on the sheet. Just needs a little bit more playtesting to not have to self-ignite. And it starts as a biomancer, so it's a lot more min-max in the early game. So that should come in quite nicely for people. I've also learned that deterioration applies to applies to degrade defense. So I'm starting to think I need to move my Hymix build around again, even though I've only just posted it. So yeah, but the question is, where to put things? Ugh. There's just so much that you want so often. Oh, we don't want to put like 4 options. Do we go Imperatives and Crowd Kill? Oh. Yeah, it's just there's so much everywhere that we want to use. What is the plan for Rogue Trader after DLC 4? Well, once we've got all the builds updated for DLC 4, it's going to be more about yeah, getting ready for Dark Heresy. Though I do plan to transition over to playing Total War 40K. That's probably going to be a game I'm going to put a lot of effort and focus into.
What lies?
Though I don't know if I'll go into multiplayer. Multiplayer is very niche, but I do like playing the campaigns. I've actually got more hours in Total War 3 alone than I do in all of Rogue Trader, which is kind of funny. Is the BD Pyro updated? I have a different version, so let's bring this up here. Let's talk about some builds. Let's talk about what Revan's been up to in the background. So on my Rogue Trader build, so obviously we've got the, let's full screen this, it makes it a little bit easier to see. I'll pop my face off for this one so we're not hiding anything. We'll leave text up because why not? So over here we have our Commissar General, which is basically a officer inspired by Heretic, who uses eye lasers and stuff like that. Though we don't have a claw, but yeah. So we've got the CFS Kane style, so this is going to be the warrior with offhand gun version. Although they still haven't added any bolt pistols that are worth using, which is kind of a shame. I am pushing for that for DLC 4. We've got the soldier gunslinger version, which is all very nice here. I've put in a Voidborn plasma based operative, and yes, this will kill allies. Like, the whole point of this is yeah, it shoots allies, and it's a bounty hunter, so it's pretty fun. And the way it uses plasma pistols, the offhand stops your main hand from exploding, so you can spam overcharge shots a lot. And then I've got one that I'm working on. This is a soldier commissar that uses Voidborn Be Smart with incredible damage stacking from arc rifles and a special augmentation that you can only get in Act 3 if you kill the Commissar, which is basically whenever your arc rifles do damage, it stacks your intelligence as you gain stacks of the Master Tactician thing. I forget what it's called for something. Tactical advantage or whatever it is. But anyway, as you gain the main thing, yeah, it increases your damage. So yeah, it sends your intelligence to the moon so you can stack damage like crazy. With the buffs to archery skill checks, do we think it's more reasonable to make them skill monkey? I already have one. Because I was already aware of that, I'd already made a skill monkey. So it's a Voidborn Noble Officer using Grand Strategist. And I don't think I made the other one a skill monkey. No, this is just the servo skill one. But no, I already made a skill monkey noble. Noble's a dead origin anyway, so you might as well use all of its things to level up skills. Kane build might be more better served with las pistol since the guy is known for it. I am using a las pistol. Though early on you kind of have to use physical pistols because the way Hive World works, yeah, you can't use las in the main hand. So unfortunately, if you want the build to work, you can't use las pistols. Remember, Owlcat hates us. They don't want us to be able to play like 40k. I'm joking around there, but yeah, they don't support mixed arms. They never will do, and we need to get them to buff homeworlds. Homeworlds really don't need a lot of the restrictions they have, especially with the power creep we've had come in. So company commander, this one you can very easily just take, instead of like familiar kit black, you just take melter weapon expert, and you can obviously create what's his face, Kane's melter boy. But yeah, you could do that with that if you were doing a team of that. We've got the Trench Strategist, so if you want to do a Grand Strategist with AMC. So the good thing about this one is AMC makes your whole party immune to negative effects of damage, including from augments. So you can use that to like completely ignore the negative like damage effects like from Skull Crushers, stuff like that. Gunslinger Commander, yep, so this one is a Bounty Hunter Pistol Gunslinger. Then we've got the basically the same as my Commissar Officer Master Tactician, but you don't shoot allies. So got the Imperial Navy Officer build, so this is dual melee variant. We have the Warp Madness build, which is a Jukari weapon, but until Blade Dancer's fixed, don't recommend the trauma build too much. Yeah, that's better. I've got a Borg build, so this one is all about using as many augments as possible to do the lightning jump and use all the lightning stacks. And you do that by yeah, using Steel of the Forge and heavy armor, so you can't get knocked prone. I'm mad I lost my Grim Dark Run space combat of all things. Forgot how hard Void Shadows. Yeah, that station hurts. Then, oh, so one of the ones I updated today was I originally had a note on how you can edit my first build into being offhand pistol, but people really wanted an offhand pistol build. So what I did was I reworked the Blade Dancer, well, the Gun Dancer, And what it does in Endgame is it uses Psychic Awakening to go into Santic, so you can use the Psych Capacitor and you can make it a pure 4-sword duelist build. So early game is like offhand pistols, endgame is double swords, like pure Psycho Duelist. And for the elitists who kind of want that pistol build, even though Owlcat gives us 0 support for it, so we had to duct tape our own pistol, melee, mixed arms build together, I've updated Lord Admiral build to work much differently. So, still got the same kind of in the first area. So we've got open engagement, impetus for those big charges, and crowd kill, which applies to foe hammers. But what I've also done is I've gone with Fortress World, because if you're offhand crits, it will actually proc pair holster, so you can make 2 offhand pistol attacks. And if you take Never Stop Believing, as you get kills, you can get some free attacks in there as well. And the other thing is dual weapon combat. If you attack from melee, makes your foe hammer cost 2 AP. But if you have Arms Master, it's still 1 AP. So you can stop the AP stack of dual weapon combat, which is kind of nice. Yeah, added in towards the end game, opening strike and easy target, which will apply to foe hammers. And then late game, you can swap to burst only pistols. So you progress your gear through like foe hammer here, foe hammer here, foe hammer here. But then Act 4, you go over to Arc Militant's Cape and you go over to Echo Victory with the Soul Pad and Las pistol. So you make burst only offhand attacks, and it stacks obscene damage via that. You know, fleet combat, fleet combat training proc shield bashes. I got a little video I showed of using instant retribution with fleet combat training and the laser eyes to make tons of attacks when people attack you. You attack like 5 times if they attack you. That is actually that is my Borg build. So the Borg build uses shields, and basically if you get attacked, you'll attack like 3 to 4 times back with the eye lasers and the shields as well as lightning hits. So you'll probably be making like 6 attacks every time you get hit. So yeah, that combines instant retribution with fleet combat training, get off me to knock them down, and then lots of eye lasers. So you just stand there and just smack, smack, smack. Why Trauma build isn't good? What should be fixed? Blade Dance and Death from Above don't count as melee attacks, so they can't, especially Blade Dance doesn't use Orchestrate Flames. You can't stack dots from Executioner. Basically, the abilities don't work. You can still use Toxin from Drukhari Swords and Biophysical Distortion because they don't specifically require it to be melee, but any attacks that specifically require it to be melee in the items won't work with Blade Dance and DFA, and lots of things do. So it's just one of those things. It's worth skipping Blade Dancer until they fix it, because you'll have just a weaker experience. I've already got builds prepared for it as soon as it is fixed. So like my Arc Cardinal build, this is probably stronger than the Psycho one, because you get extra burn damage. And now that they've made everything immune to Toxin and Bleed, in the end game, having Cleansing Faith to get plus 10 extra fire dots mean this build will actually outscale the Biomancer, Pyromancer, Psycho versions. And what's funny is a lot of people, because they only stack buffs and they don't actually play a build, build requirement stuff like the Warp Surge Brooch, which gives you extra attacks on your main turn, doesn't work with the way people play. So if you use the Finest Hour, you never see it. So this is a straight upgrade to the Psycho version. So if you're just buff stacking and you're extra turn stacking, the Arc Cardinal version is stronger than the Psycho version, a lot stronger. I thought you hated Vanguard. I don't hate Vanguard. Vanguard's just bottom 1, and people misunderstand what it does. I hate that people give misinformation about what Vanguard does. That's what annoys me. People overhype Vanguard being the weakest archetype, claim it's the most powerful, and they've had it nerfed twice. So bad players playing on low difficulties overhyping the bottom 1 has got a archetype nerfed twice. That's what I hate. And I always have to point out how Vanguard underperforms, because otherwise it will get nerfed a 3rd time, because some idiot on Reddit is like, oh, on story mode in turn 7 I had 600 strength, and then now they're like, yep, let's nerf that again. It's like, no. And it's the thing is, I've come up with reworks for Vanguard that would actually make it a little bit more unique and worth playing. But Owlcat won't go ahead because they're like, no, everyone says Vanguard's OP, so we're not going to rework it. So it's one of those things I can't get fixed to get brought in line with the meta because people overhype it. So it always bugs me when people do that. I'm like, no, you're doing bad things. on that note, I'm actually going to change something here, because I want lethal precision in this build, now that I think about it. Yeah. I could get rid of calculated resolve, I guess. Do you find the DLC Krieg's fight hard? No, it's very easy. The hardest bit is the fact that the Krieg commander won't die till turn 2. How good is Noble? It's not. it's a terrible origin. But no, Noble is... yeah, the origin does nothing, but it means that you can freely just take all these base skills and you can turn it into a skill monkey, especially with the new skills that you can get. For the other priest things, so Arc Rifle Flamer build, very fun. Not the strongest variation, but with the new Cerebral MK Tactician, I'm looking forward to showing this off, because this thing bucks and it stacks ballistic skill and intelligence to the moon. But I went Fortress World, and then I found out it's actually stronger if you make it Voidborn, but I'll cover that in a second. So, yep, small arms, Arc Militant, bolter weapons, big arms, heavy bolters there. But High Lord of Terror, so we got a Death World Shearing Strikes version of the Warrior Blade Dancer, not Warrior Blade Dancer, Warrior Executioner, which is pretty fun. It's pretty fun. But, so this is a new one that I've got here called the Archbishop. Bolt rifles and arc rifles. So the arc rifles and Be Smart is being combined here to stack your intelligence to the moon for Master Tactician with the new the new cortical insertion. Then you can, once you build up like 800 points of your tactical advantage, you can then press the advantage with Hymn of Vehemence and do like a really high burst. And if you also then use Firearm Mastery, your single shots, you have essentially infinite attacks. It's strong. I've been doing testing for this. I don't want to show off videos on this one until after whenever they do the first DLC patch, because then it's less likely to get nerfed. But we'll cover that soon. But yeah, no, Skill Monkey Noble made it. Noble's meh. If you really want to try and use Noble, you can now AoE You Serve Me, but it's still kind of meh. It's just giving like 1 AP to the party. It is whatever it is. One that I'm still excited is Lightning Assassin. I think this is probably one of the strongest builds this patch. Just finished moving house on an absolute scorch of a day. It's time for pool and beer. Oh my god, you poor Spaniard. Yes, no, warm. It's warm. If you can hear it in the background, I've actually set up AC in here as well, so I'm suffering less than before. We've still got the Knife Lord. Been going over things with that to make sure that it all works as intended. So yeah, that's all on there. Someone was reporting to me that Finesse wasn't applying to Drukhari knives, and I almost panicked thinking they had broken it. But no, he was using the Bio Dagger, which is not a Drukhari weapon. So you're like, okay, cool. We've got the Scout Sniper build on here, which... yeah, sniper's sniper. But I did make a Ricochet Bounty Hunter sniper build now. So that is going to be available for people to try out and have fun with. So, effective. But it is deadly to the party. For the first playthrough, which builds do you recommend? Like lore access and stuff. Well, the thing is, the builds I recommend, people complain. So they're like, oh, but then I have to remove this companion. I'm like, well, you didn't tell me you want to use that companion. Tell me what companion you want to use. But some of the builds that I think are very noob-friendly is just Officer in general is very noob-friendly. So if you pick an Officer Grand Strategist build, any of them on here, very, very noob-friendly. Oh, Arbiters. So, yeah, we've updated the Heavy Gunner Arbitus build, so that's all on there nicely. Paw Patrol builds updated on there very nicely. So we've got the Arc Rifle build. This was before I realized how powerful Master Tactician is. So this is the Castigator operative version. Is it common not to have AC in England? Yes, we get like sun 3 days a year. So our houses are built to trap heat, not to be cooled. Yep, so we've updated the Cyber Mastiff build. It's basically, this is Solomon's better build. And I've got the Officer Dog build is on here now, so that's all there for if you combine this with Eogun, it is really funny. And we've also got, so this one is a update of the Bounty Hunter build that people liked. I didn't have it on here, but people wanted an update of the Bounty Hunter build. So this mixes basically shotguns and rapid fire along with Bounty Hunter for Arbiters. Couldn't imagine South Georgia. Oh yeah, no, that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be so warm as well. Ugh, something's fat on the spreadsheet. What's fat? It's this one. Gross. I'd rather it be long than fat. No one quote me on that. What else is doing it? Is it the one at the end? It's the one at the end. Okay, we'll cover that in a second. So, this was the initial Pyromancer build that I solo cleared the game on unfair. However, it is probably in use of needing some optimization now that I think about it. So this version, because you can buff stack to the moon, was able to solo clear the game because you could have over 95% dodge and you had really high health, so you could take a few enemy hits. The problem that a lot of other people found is when they didn't watch the video and the live stream where I showed me clearing the game a bit, it became hard for people to know when to use it because they would get hit by enemies, then they would ignite themselves and die, or they would use their attack action to buff, and then they'd be like, oh, but now I can't attack because they weren't thinking to bring it down to then buff. Stuff like that. So people found it quite hard to follow, so I've reworked this build. Now I'll get to that in a second. Something else is fat. What is it? But yeah, so the Prometheus Rogue Witch, so this is a safe version of Idara's buff build, so if you just want to buff the party, this is a very safe build to do it with. So you get warp speed by level 30, so very effective buff stacker if that's how you like to play the game. Then we've got, so this is a two-handed Pyromancer, which it's a warrior, it sets itself on fire, it's able to do that by level 11, and it just charges people. I wouldn't trying to solo the game until after the patch. I haven't tested if it's possible because I've been streaming. But that is something we can look at once the patch has happened. Why are these ones fat? What's going on here? We use text wrapping around here. Something's going on there. But yeah, so this one, you can use it with shield. So if you want to use a shield with this build, you can. You just probably want to take shield mastery somewhere if you want to have a secondary two-hander. If you don't care about secondary two-hander, then good times. Yeah, this one uses Zarkovian soldier's armor to have double stacks of fire. Then Chaos Warlock, this is currently what we're live streaming. This build does change, by the way, during the live stream. So I apologize to anyone that is trying to follow along. They're like, why build keep changing? And I'm like, because I'm changing the build. But even the homeworld changed at one point, so yeah, I apologize to people for that. So we got the Eisenhorn build, which is something that someone asked me to do here, and then again, that's why you're fat. There we go, fucker. And so here's what I've done. So for people that were struggling to use Ignite and Orchestrate Flame, I've reworked my Trauma build Psyker into something called the Feral Psyker. This version starts as a Biomancer, still progresses into Blood Oath and Acrobatic Archery, so you can keep yourself alive. We've got Biophysical Distortion and still a fat there. But then level 17 we take Pain Resonance, and the reason we take Pain Resonance is if we quickly go back to gaming, pop to the ship, I'll show you something. Unglayer will manage to... We're going to flip the Lex Man. But there's a reason we take Pain Resonance. Cool, we got one of the double shot cannons. Very nice. Have the Heartless repaired. Yep. I wish to have the Heartless as my escort. Space combat's about to get much easier. We're going to Herify Solomon. Right, well, whilst we corrupt the lawman, hey, if you use two shields at once, do you think you can double up on block? No, you can't use them in both slots. It'll be in two different weapon sets. But anyway, so as I was talking about, we can use Cabela here. So one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize about pain resonance. So have a look at pain resonance, right? Why is this useful? I'll open this up to the chat. Because there's something about it that you won't see on other attacking abilities. Why might that be useful? What is not on there that is on other things? Willpower stands out to me. Not quite. But good guess. Maybe if I hover over it on a different menu where we can show you, like, say, in the shrine, when I can select Cabela. What's better, Rogue Trader or Divinity? I prefer the story to Rogue Trader. I also prefer the combat system to Divinity, but Divinity has sort of, like, in some ways, some nice camera angles. It does not count as an attack. Absolutely. That is precisely the reason. It does not count as an attack. The reason it is very useful is it does not count as an attack. Because of that, say you've already used your attack action, but you've set dots on everyone, you can then have a much higher chance to then, where it hurts, proc those dots and get some kills. That is indeed why it is goated. Because obviously, yeah, this ends your movement, it ends your attack actions, but pain resonance doesn't. So that's why pain resonance is so goated, and so many people who only play with Finest Hour don't realize that it's another attack action, basically. That's why it's so strong and why it's so useful. So if I swap back over to the spreadsheet, so on the Feral Psyker, I take pain resonance in here because before we have everything else in line, it's more attack economy. We've got Blade Dance over here, we've got our normal attack, we've got Death from Above. Pain resonance can also trigger Death from Above and give us stacks, so kills will give us that as well. You don't have to use Where It Hurts. Where It Hurts just gives you 3 times the damage procs. You don't need to use Where It Hurts for pain resonance at all. They just need to already have dots on it. So yeah, that will actually stack it higher. So you have Blade Dance, you have Acrobatic Artistry, and the thing is, you can even use that Acrobatic Artistry to get back to safe. So you have a lot of ways to do things here. Then get Pyromancy, mostly pick up Sparks of the Grey Flame because it does more than Where It Hurts. Build into Master Torture and all kinds of agony. If you like to use the Pyromancy staffs or the Ignites during Finest Hour, you can then Firestorm to AoE some things. But it's less useful there. But Backdraft, by the way, Backdraft and Firestorm, when you combine that with... ooh, I just realised there's something missing here. We want, not Molten Beam. No, we want Captive Audience. Captive Audience, there we go. Yes, that's the one we want. Much better. Yes, but when combined with Captive Audience, Grand Performance, you can strip armor. It's just really useful. Fireburn gives extra attacks. Backdraft can give extra things. Exsanguination can give extra movement, but you could always swap that for Molten Beam if you really want. But I probably wouldn't use Molten Beam over Inferno now that I think about it. That's kind of why I don't take Molten Beam anymore. But it is very good for the armor pen. Is it possible to do Blade Dance without trauma stacking? Yes, I have multiple builds on it. It's just, why wouldn't you? It's its strongest ability. You can actually use the trauma stack build without intentionally stacking traumas. You will just naturally gain traumas because whilst you're using Blood Oath, you're taking injuries and traumas. So you don't need to do it on purpose. When you're making these builds for folks, is it with them actually playing unfair difficulty in mind? There's no way that many folks are playing that difficult. These builds trivialize unfair. I've tested with friends that don't know anything about CRPGs that have blindly taken my builds into unfair and been able to clear it. How do you... Blood Rush. Blood Rush. You generate movement. Only one trauma lowers it. You just use Blood Rush. You can also use move, move, move. You can use grand strategy, split stratagem. That there are so many ways around it. Like, a lot of people forget that you have a whole party. So if you just go, I'm gonna stack every trauma. Oh no, my AP is lower and my MP is lower. And it's like, well, don't stack traumas. And they're like, but why would I use trauma stack build if I don't stack traumas? It's like, well, because you'll gain traumas anyway. So you'll get buffed in combat. And when you're using your party to move yourself around, you don't have to, like I said, set it up. It will just happen naturally. Because, like, with Cabela, if we pop over here and have a look at her stats, don't think there's any new builds. This is obviously just a static buffer, and this is obviously my white mage buffer. But if we look at Cabela, for instance,
The dead know nothing.
so Cabela, when she goes into combat, has some pretty good stats. Now, if I quickly pop off her armor,
To the
and then I
ordinary,
blast her,
I am an enigma. Let's see.
if she doesn't dodge. So
What is
she
done cannot be undone.
took an injury from that. So just having the injury, for instance, is going to buff her. So we open here. So now her stats went up and this is without Wounded Beast. Wounded Beast would do more, but because of Facing the End and Dance Partners from Agility, stats went up. And that will just naturally happen as you're playing. Like,
What if?
you don't need to do it on purpose. Like, maybe sometimes you'll get a trauma that you don't want. So for this one, Broken Ribs, yeah, strength and toughness gets reduced. That would suck, but we use agility. So for us, actually, that doesn't matter. So this one is perfectly fine. But look, we don't use toughness because we scale our health and Medicaid. We don't use strength because we scale our damage from agility. So even just this, going in like combat like this is now a stronger Cabela than if I hadn't done it. The only problem is you lack resolve. So a lot of people, they take stuff like Malpian Shroud, Invigorating Resolve, or Voidborn's Pride. Those items don't work when you have no resolve, so the only way you can use it is you now need 2 officers to use personal oversight to stack resolve on them. And that's what a lot of people don't explain about these builds, is they design it with buff looping in mind, whereas I don't design with buff looping in mind. The way I design the builds is I want the builds to stand alone and be able to clear unfair without an officer. Then, once you add buffers and officers in, the game's too easy. That's the sort of design mentality I have for this stuff. Because, yeah, I don't build with buff stacking in mind, but the second you add buff stacking, the game's not even a challenge. You don't even need to think. It's like my pie is designed to be able to play without a grand strategist, whereas other people I know who do stuff like this, like even in like the Owlcat Discord, they can't play without a master tactician because their builds can't stand up to it, because they literally designed it with the idea of buff stacking. You've never realized how awkward the Drukhari sword is held. It is a big bastard, isn't it? Cabela's quite small is the main issue. The problem I'd have challenging combat back is also I refuse to not play with Eogun because I love him. See, Eogun, annoyingly, he wants Cassia in the party to stack up enemies because his stuff goes much better when the enemies are stacked. So yeah, when you don't have stacked enemies, it is a little bit worse. All the guns. What's up? How are you doing? No, I'm really good today. Bad night's sleep, but work was good today. And I've set up an AC unit. I apologize if you can hear that on the mic. If you can't hear that on the mic, that's good. But yeah, we started the stream with a little run through the spreadsheet and talking about some stuff. I do try reloading the save file when I die on unfair. Well, hopefully, if you're using my guides, the only time you're going to die is Space Combat until I release the Space Combat Guide. Once I've released the Space Combat Guide, then maybe then it'll be fine. Oh my god, I forgot to talk about Jay. So I'm using the Grand Strategist Jay. I've completely reworked our Master Tactician build to use arc rifles. I'll have to cover that in the Jay YouTube video. Yeah, I set her as a Grand Strategist just so I could show off some Eogun stuff without using Cassia. So usually max difficulty in games is a choice, but this game, it's necessary because every second build you can accidentally come up with a build and blind playthrough that will most likely nuke everything. Yeah, just basically by using officers, everything below unfair is too easy. Like, this is a game you can accidentally break by using intended mechanics. Do I do anything here? Oh, Hand of the Righteous. We do want that before Act 3. That is hilarious in Argenta. We mostly need to be stacking Kazbalika. Yes, because I'm trying to get down to the Stormbolter, Tactical Analyzer, and I want the Warp Surge Brooch. I've never made it out of Act 1. Oh no. The game was never hard regardless. That's why I always use Ida as a cast. Yeah, sometimes I like to randomly die. XCOM is always a thing in turn-based games, and officers just crap all over the concept of it. Yeah, but then it goes the other way in Dark Heresy, where there's too many swarm enemies, so you're kind of forced to have officers, because you just need to be able to control who takes their turns when. Like, Dark Heresy is really going the other way. Who needs Exocodney when I explode the map? This is true. Oh, you've got Scorchers. Oh, did the Scorchers auto stock? No. No. Some of them looked like they did. Interesting. Why is Hand of Righteous so good? Oh! Oh! Oh, have you not read what it does? Where is my hood? Oh no, that is my hood. I thought it was Argenta here. Beb. So, what Hand of the Righteous does is the user attacks inflict 1 stack of Penance Brand on hit until the end of combat. The creature's characteristics are reduced by Dogmatic rank times Penance Brand. So, per hit, if you put that on Argenta, it's 3 times per hit, lowering all their stats. So you do a 10 volley burst, that's minus 30 to everything. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Rev, do you know how long they delayed the patch? I think I know when it's coming out, but obviously I don't have official confirmation and it's not public yet. But I think it will be early next week. Did I forget to give Gleito pet protocols? So Gleito fucked up Sargona, even though I forgot to give him pet protocols. Good Gleito. It's pretty funny, actually. We need to go back and see the arbiters. Oh, I have to do the judge seat again. We have to go back to Footfall. Dead Man's Chest, cool. Ah, right, we do have one of our dual shots, don't we? Fireproof plate. Protects vessel from harm, negating 5 on each side and reducing internal fires by 50%. Ugh. Up we go. Do we not have a better blast shield? Not yet. Do we have a better lance? Sunhammer? Yes. Do we have better torpedoes? 4 at 19. 5 at 19. Cool. Do you think we need another XP squashing? I do feel like we are way over living. What is your ranking for the Overseer pets? Well, the best one is obviously the Raven. The Mastiff is a good second. Servo Skulls are only useful for EO Gun, and Eagle is the worst by a long way. Like, Eagle is so shit. It's only useful in low difficulties. And it gets overhyped by people that play of low difficulties. They're like, oh, I'm able to do 90 damage in Act 4. And I'm like, oh. So, it's, oh, this AoE nuke, 90 damage in Act 4. Well, and I'm like, ugh. Gross. Reverend, for a Blade Dance Executioner like a Biomancer, is it better to do chiral weapons for toxing and agility for damage, or 4 source of warp burn? I think getting 4 dots, because you can turn temporary HP into strength. You could do Drukari with Finesse in Act 2, and then respec out of it into 4 swords in Act 4, but I just don't play with respecs, so I don't build with that in mind, but that would be the best way to do it.
Greetings.
So Eagle's not bad for Operative because it can build Tide of Excellence. So you can do AoEs, like Luna's saying, to build up Tide of Excellence for your sniper, but you're still going to suffer from attack economy issues.
Magos, I have pon. Ambitions supported by will often.
Eagle buffed Eagle may be funny to watch. So you'd have to attack with the Eagle first to even be able to buff it, because Eel Gun can't buff the Eagle whilst it's flying, which means Eel Gun needs to use the Eagle to be able to buff it, which therefore in itself makes it awful.
Thank you for indulging my curiosity. Now it is the rank of janitor, the myth after. I appreciate your restraint.
He's got such a good voice actor.
I have.
And there's me having to speed through dialogues.
I look forward to seeing what I find.
Yeah, Eagle's just disappointing on higher difficulties. If you're playing on lower difficulties, Eagle does fine. You don't need it to do more than what it does. I really like Ear Gun, and I expect everyone that shit talked him to apologize. Audience of the Arbiters. I just don't want to do that. It's too long. I will need to do that. How many space combats have we got around here? We have started to clear most of them. We need the August that... Oh, something's going on at Foulstone. I guess we could go down to Foulstone. Oh, we got shit going on at Dargonus as well. That we can do the ritual. Have you tried Skitaria on Darktide? I have not played Darktide. Like, I've watched Jeffkus play. Jeffkus, good guy. I've watched First Or Guardsman play. Also Goodman. Looks fun. I own Darktide, and I have the DLCs. I have just not got around to playing it. I did spend a lot of time playing Space Marine. How much fire I got? Yeah. Okay, we've done all of those. We still need to do a couple of Januses. So I wound up passing out sometime last night. Missy's made it. No, I haven't gone to Kivagami yet. Let's connect this in full. Oh, Mystery. I've heard very good things about Mystery. Mystery is also friends with Jeffkus and First Or Guardsman, so they highly praise him all the time, though I've never had the pleasure. I have no stats for this. I discovered somehow my rogue traders are in a romance with Yerelit. I didn't even know her romance options. Yerelit's romances, you just gotta be meditation partners. I've been to Space Marine 2 a lot, but I've never time to play it these days. Yeah, I read it, well, played it a lot. I can solo Absolute. I can't solo the hard modes yet. I'm not good enough yet. Randoms make it so much harder. I actually genuinely find playing solo easier than having randoms. Heroic Power Fist Bulwark was such a vibe. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the next one, because I think they're adding, like, Melter Shot to it as well, so, yeah. Though that might already be in game. I have no idea. I have not been keeping up on the updates.
Rogue trader. What disputation will I...
One companion. At least Glato's no longer inside Solomon on the bridge.
Greetings, rogue trader. I would like to...
Oh.
I imagine you want it. The data slate contains more... You know, your lucky Glato didn't rip your armor. Yes, it gave me an unforgettable experience too. That would be disgracefully devious for an arbitrator. If you do not feel the same, tell me. I will understand.
Yeah, there's some fun things you can do with the old Demon Doggo. I tend to skip through the romance options. Yeah, I'm romancing Solomon.
I've never played for anyone before. This is me.
It's always fun to corrupt the lawmans. Dr. Octopus going up the thing.
Chance.
I had to do... Oh, to be fair, I just realised I forgot to turn the webcam back on. Start a stream without seeing my half-melting self. Well, Wall Street. It's just to get ownership of Glato in the divorce. I romance Jade because she gives me a puppy to pet by my throne. That is true. That is a pretty good one. What do we need to get the second cannons? Oh, it's actually what we'll get next. We just need to do some more combats. What we really need, though, is the second piece of flag. Yeah, this upgrade here is really, really good. Yeah, I don't like companion romances in games where you blunk and you miss it. And you can get yourself into such conundrums. We need Cassia just for the skill checks. Oh, you can... Gross. Elves, gross. You don't need to romance Solomon's captain, but it's more fun. Why does Eogun's sonic cannon so bad? It does 0 damage until you upgrade the raid version. I'll have to check it in the menu. Do you own all the add-ons? Yes. Yes, I do. I was original backer, so I've got all the early stuff. Same for Wrath and Pathfinder. But Kingmaker. Heretic, Romance, Kibbles, yeah. To be fair, the integration for them is pretty good. We've got the Exotic Venom Blade. Excuse me, a little hiccup up there. Oh, that's the point. I need to make sure I drink water. Those of you who don't understand what that means, Elizabeth was a rather infamous Hungarian woman who bathed in the blood of virgins because it supposedly would keep her beauty. What? I feel like I missed something in the chat. Oh, Yondari Elizabeth Bethany. Okay. I was like, what? What did I miss? Bad heretic. Do we need to update anyone's gear? Don't think so. What else we got? That's fine. My favourite mentions are cute Cassie and the freaky one of her hands high. Well, those are some pretty juxtapositions there.
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your presence again, Shireen. Have you decided to treat your soul to the fruits of my eloquence? Or do you wish to discuss business with the newly appointed... My trade means knowing the rough. I think we've...
No, I don't think so. I think it's from that. So, in terms of this build, now that we have access to Scorchers, we've got increased attack economy, which is the main issue of this build early on. As soon as we get the Warp Surge Brooch, we can also fix more attack economy issues. Though just spamming officers also fixes attack economy issues, but I wasn't doing that too much. We need to start working away. Oh my god. That's the one other thing about this game. Like, trying to just warp travel, you get so much of this crap. Oh, one of her people got killed. Load the artillery. Now we shoot. Wait, what? Why does that increase attack? What? Scorcher gives you another attack action. That's why. That's what it says on the tin. Ah, yes, the Heartless. Finally, a usable escort. The piece of crap we had before. And then, as per every start stream, we've got to remember to change that. Well, you're already in trouble, aren't you? Ooh, okay, we'll need to move forward a little bit. And we're on fire. I forget you start on fire because of the stupid possessed ship. Right, let's move over here and start shooting it. Stops him escaping. Simon Capilla and Solomon, who else can you romance and turn into heresy? Well, Jade's kind of a heretic already. Oh my god, we have lost so much fucking health from this fire shit. Ugh. Why do I always listen to Luna and take the stupid fire thing? All it does is get me killed. I don't know why you're obsessed with getting the fire on the ship, Luna, but it sucks. It sucks every time, and it costs us every run. The fires start before you get to take a turn. There's nothing you can do to stop it. We're gonna die again, aren't we? Alright. Next run, I'm banning taking Fire Dog on the ship. Just bet. No more possessed ship. No, no, no. You start on fire. You start on fire. It's not when you fail. You start on fire. It's bad. It's really bad. That's how it's always worked. You gotta remember, Luna, you play with a lot of mods, so you possibly have a mod to turn that effect off. It barely adds anything. It's not hella cool. Like, it sucks. It's so bad. Okay. We're gonna need a lot of repairs. We also need the augury. I'm gonna have to put on the fireplate just to half the damage we take. Ugh. God, it only takes so much damage. Do you think we'll gain another... so no, they didn't say that they were adding any more archetypes or origins. Maybe they'll announce something later. Oh. I thought we had something to do here. Possibly you could have something, one of those mods that does that. Don't know. Don't know your mods. Right, we need to start going that way. Is there any more space? There is a space... No, 100 Dreams Crossroad is the Chaos Creed, so we don't want to fight that yet. Oh, ramming is cool. My bad. Ramming's also one of those really self-deadly options as well. What's up here? But I'll have to do another poll on what we could do for the next run once this one's complete. Hopefully it'll be a fully complete run and we don't get taken out by space combat somewhere. So, Systems Peculio, Tevis Acquay. All done that. Porta Septum. Which world is this? Porta Septum. Okay, we should be able to win this combat. Should. Does anyone know if there's specific to get the bath trophy? No, you just do the bath stream with everyone. Though I did it back in DLC 1. Sydney as pirates, yeah. To be fair, ramming was pretty fun in Black Flag. Yeah, Black Flag. Playing unfair, but simply put, easy for space combats. They're not fun for me. It's just Crusade Army battles and Wrath of the Righteous. I don't think it's that bad. Oh, we got rammed.
We approach oblivion.
Oh, all my allies are dead. Don't blow him up whilst I'm still here. So we took 2 instances of fire damage. 1 from the enemy and 1 because obviously we just started. But first thing we want to do is get off of this ship so it doesn't kill us when it explodes. And we'll give it one of these. Now, do we want to try and hit it with the lance? Because our booty's hanging out, that could be an issue. Put shield on the back there and just hope for the best. Maybe pop that there so that we don't get rammed. Oh, rammed them. Though, nice of them to stack up. Okay, we want to turn a little tighter. Give you a blast. And possibly aim for... Oh, it's a little bit less than we want. But we give it a little warp jump. That's 1. That's 2. Throw a ship out there. Nah, even if I reload the cannons, we won't get anything out of it. Sorry I brought up ramming, it's not a thing. Ramming is technically a thing. It's just trying to work out where it's useful. Oh, internal fires. Well, they're on fire now, but if we flip. I guess we'll fire. Oh, what we got here?
An opening! Our gun batteries await your command!
Thank you, Abelard, for the kind words. Shields, shields still to the rear. Yeah, at the moment, I didn't need to turn them. What is that sound? These internal fires are building up. Can we get a stricter turn? Yes. Nice. Galleon plating. So they might have orcs in the next one. At least as enemies in void combat. We might not actually see orcs in the game though. We might have them in void combat. Yeah, our fires are getting good. Oh, thanks to the guy. They helped me win a lot of understanding the game. Nope, glad to hear. Oh yeah, cutting ships in half was really fun in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I used to do that in Sea of Thieves, just ram and flip ships. Never actually had the Heartless get destroyed in combat. Is it gone forever? It gets killed. No, they just respawn. Progress is so slow. I thought orcs were very active in Kronos Expanse, but I could be wrong. Dead Space is also the craze of the Howler cannons. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much all you use them for. It's just to take shots from enemies. Ah, Syndicate. Yeah, why not? It's aesthetically good looking on either way. An orc kill team. Well, we got Deathwatch coming. Yeah, we destroy that fucking mirror. Ah, the Ragul. Wait, isn't that Star Wars or Mass Effect? It is warm. I need to take the upgrade so I can start first in initiative, because Alcat's initiative system is always trash for both land and space battles. I love always going dead last. Why is initiative trash? Because it is trash. Like, define how you want me to define why it's trash, or do you not know how it works? Because initiative in Rogue Trader, the way it works is in space combat you go dead last, in land battles you also go dead last. The reason you go dead last is if you don't have a grand strategist, you go dead last, because you don't roll against the enemy's initiative, you roll against your own initiative, and the enemy's initiative is blocked. So you have 6 units, they have 30 units. They will switch between enemy turn and then your turn. So if Argenta go a high roll, Argenta could go, say, second in combat after 5 enemies. Then you get another 5 enemies will take their turn. Then you'll have, say, Cabela. Then you'll have every other enemy in combat take their turn, and then the last 4 in your party will go last because you rolled lower agility than Cabela and Argenta. So it doesn't matter what enemy rolls and what you roll, the initiative is blocked based on rolling against your own party and allowing as many enemies to go before you as possible. It's awful. Yeah, and the way initiative is, the D10 plus half of your... Oh, I forget to turn off your stuff, don't they? But yeah, it's a D10 plus agility mod plus half of your perception mod. But because it's blocked, it means that just enemies tend to have large groups that all go together. And chances are, yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter if you stack the perfect initiative. It won't matter because all of the enemies will be blocked to go before you regardless. It's not a bug, it's how they designed combat. Because basically they didn't want combat to be based on who rolls highest. Because they said that it gives a chance that maybe loads of enemies take a turn before you take a turn. Or it could mean that the enemies don't get to take a turn because you min-maxed your party to take all their turns early. And they wanted to avoid that in their design. But it means that initiative is just kind of ass. Hey Ren, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Ooh, that's bad. But there's no point in trying to argue against it. That's literally how it works. We've pulled the code from the game, and the devs confirmed that that's working as intended. Why no Supreme Commander? Because Jay left for the party, and I forgot to re-equip it, because every fucking warp jump, there is a cutscene that pulls someone out of the fucking ship. You've got to manually place them back. I forgot to put it back on. Annoying. Fine. Also fine. Also fine. But yeah, that's why it happens a lot. If you get to Act 5 and you forget to put them back, you can have literally no one on your ship. They just constantly find reasons to not be at their posts. Enemies on unfair do so much damage and hit so often that if you roll badly, you lose a fight. Yeah, you can get RNG'd. So because the way initiative blocking works, enemies will get grouped into blocks of swarm mobs. So it could be anything from 3 to 4 enemies are an entire block. So when it alternates block, it'll be like one of your units, then enemy swarm blocks. That can be like 4 dudes. And if each one of those 4 dudes can one-shot you, they have 4 opportunities to one-shot you. So yeah, there's a whole reason why that's a bag of ass. It also means if you have one character with high initiative, it forces all of your party to go last. It's why you'll normally see Abelard going dead last as the game progresses. It's like, yeah, if you play without Grand Strategist, you see it a lot. Grand Strategist skips ahead of the initiative system, which is why it's so valuable. But that then forces the rest of your party down the initiative block because they roll their normal initiative before they get pulled up. So if they had a high initiative roll, then you've just got an empty slot, and then 2 enemy blocks will go at the same time. So yeah, initiative is ass in this game. It's one of those things. On lower difficulties, initiative doesn't feel so bad because you don't get one shot, but on higher difficulties it feels bad because your squishies get one shot and you don't have any effective tank control. I'm really thinking of switching J to Grand Strategist so my buffers damage dealers get a turn. Well, that's the way to do it, because normally that's why you make Cassia, because she's got the highest single target buffs. That's why you normally make her Grand Strategist, so she goes first. Jay, you could do the exact same. But, sorry, what was I saying? Forgot what I was even talking about. Oh, yes, no. Yeah, there's not effective tanking in this game because your tank characters tend to go last because of low agility. So that means you can't control enemies' aggro. Feels weird. Ah, that was the wrong option. Whoops. Misread. Let's see if there's anything by. I reckon J simply for the fact that she can cover 6 of the 13 skills. Well, you could say... I already changed that to 6 because I know she can't cover 9. At least not on the difficult that I'm on. But, no, actually, no, on low difficult, she probably can cover 9. J is pretty good at that. Because, yeah, you can get quite a few of them. So you tend not to level coercion and persuasion at the same time because they're mutually exclusive. You don't need to worry about carouse, it never comes up. Commerce barely comes up, so you don't need to worry about that. The only ones that you really need to worry about is probably Law Xenos, persuasion, tech use, or coercion, but persuasion is better for Black Secretary. You definitely want logic, demolition, and athletics and awareness. The other skills you don't really need to worry about. I tend not to even build my parties to cover them too much these days. Because they're sort of skills that if you fail it, it literally doesn't matter. It's like carouse never comes up. I don't even know why that skill's in the game. Ooh, Psychoterminus. Disagree. Below. Sorry, we are being pulled away to do leveling up things. So carouse and adaptability. I really should get that mod that auto levels you based on builds that you put into it, because then that way I could just put my own builds into it and let them auto level. The only problem is I do enjoy changing what I'm up to. So sometimes a bit of ADHD will strike and I'll change a build on the fly. Like right now, do I really need Dawn of Victory? Is that actually the best thing here? So Dawn of Victory will do that, but I don't have personal involvement. I feel like personal involvement would be better here. We are now changing it. Boom. it's done. It's changed. We have armament, so oh yeah, but the crowd's deflection. Deflection is hot trash. It doesn't work. So armor, if you don't know how defenses work as well, is straight percentage reduction, but deflection will go first. So say you take 100 damage, you have 10 deflection, that will drop down to 90. But then if you have armor that's 50%, that drops down to 45, and then the actual deflection that you dropped is halved. So you've only actually dropped 5. And it's the same. If you have 90% armor, which is the cap, from 100 damage, and that was 90, then yeah, you're dropping it down significantly to the point where deflection's barely even mattering in the calculation. Like, you have to have obscene levels of deflection for it to be worthwhile. Now, if deflection applied after armor, then it'd be really good. I did mention this to the devs, and they were just like, it'd be too much to rework it. I was like, it's a shame I wasn't here playing early access when this was in alpha. Oh, what the game might be if I was here moaning at them back in alpha. Oh yeah, we're picking up the kill my own team talent on Pascal. I love this one. Yeah, my favorite one. We are level 28 and we still haven't done the new DLC. What does Grand Strategy take here? Opening strategy and intelligence. Yeah, let's dead. That does save time on leveling. Ooh, do I want invigorating screams or perfect anatomy? Well, dots are bugged, so I'm going to take perfect anatomy. Oh, that's the character. Ah, galvanic reaction. Oop. I'm blind. Still blind. There. Not the best level, actually. Oh, residual charge. And obviously Dogman. I can't believe I forgot to give Galeto a thing for that boss battle. Look at Galeto go, even without his thing. Do you not really have Law and Order? Wild. Sorry, let me just get caught up on chat here. Oh dear, what are we talking about? You can change skills with that mod to, all it does is pre-put the skills and you have to hit complete and level up. Oh, okay, that's cool. Plate skills feel unfair and she comes on diplomacy plus all the law besides warp. She can't though. Like, a lot of them, especially on unfair. So I don't know if you know this, but they've actually increased the skill checks this patch. Like you will see some like minus 110s. But yeah, you might not have got far enough because chances are she won't cover warp because obviously minuses. You can't level Xenos and still be able to cover the other lords and like Imperium because, well, you just can't level both. You don't have enough level up options. It's the same. You kind of got to pick one fellowship and one intelligence. You just don't have enough level ups to do it. And if you're counting like at level 55, that's not the same as playing the game. Like, yes, by endgame she does, but actually playing the game, no. But she's good, and it's good to have her because it takes a lot of pressure off, but she can't cover it all. She's just one gal, unfortunately. And there's just not enough level up options to get it up quick enough. Yeah, Capella's got her blades. Yeah, like some of the checks you'll notice are much higher this one. So one of my buddies plays on max sliders, and he was losing his shit because he was like, they have buffed some of these skill checks to the point it's no longer possible for him to pass them on max sliders, because he used to even take like the base skills and advanced skills to make sure he can do it. A lot of the build stuff that you'll see on the codes on that thread are the old ones. Like, all the new ones will need updating. I'm coping by thinking I would have enough food. Ugh. Ugh. Is there anything I can sell to possibly get more? Yeah, the only bolt pistol you get until Act 4 is crazy. Euro's dead, so I don't need that no more. But no one to use that. Might keep that for Jay. Lots and lots of grenades these days. Yeah, let's see if that's enough to get some miscellaneous. Dang. Dang. What about if we get more of these in? Pure are actually pretty good. Ugh. Unfortunately, it all went here. But we could get more stuff that we're not going to use. So that's nice. Right. Well, we did steal all of her items because we're not using her this run. Do we want... Ah, you can't have capes. It's not bad. Oh, we do have the ancient force one now. This can do a little bit more. Right, I was wondering, why has he only got 3 psi rating? Because I took the injection. How much more effective is Cassia in combat over Jay? For buffing, quite a bit more, because Jay's buffing isn't really online until Act 3, because you need to get to level 36, because she's missing personal oversight and decisive response. She also doesn't have the unique buffs coming in from Navigator. That's the word I was looking for. Navigator. So yeah, she's a lot better than Jay at that. Jay's like double pistol gimmick, it doesn't really do anything for an officer. But Jay can still be quite useful if you want to build up with like burst options on some of the stronger pistols and have an arc rifle secondary to really build up her stacks of Master Tactician. I just realised I probably shouldn't have been trying to push so hard to get these guys. Now that I think about it, they're all going to ram me. So let's try and jump further along. We're going to get rammed, aren't we? I done goofed. I done goofed. What's the best 5 skill checks in general? Jay. Just having Jay is the best 5 skill checks. Jay and Pascal together would be pretty good. Right. Thought that would help more than it did. Yeah, but first 5 skill drop. 3 bucks. Oh, he's not wrong. Mogged. So yeah, I think it's apparently a fairly sizable patch because they had to delay it to add in extra stuff. So hopefully we'll be getting quite a few fixes. Is Jay French? I thought she was Cajun. No, I'm not the best with accents. Fighters are way better than torpedoes. Like, way better. Torpedoes have been bugged for a few patches. They go last in the next sort of initiative, so they kind of suck. Yeah, I'm using Fury Interceptors. Fury Interceptors are goated because it's not just about doing damage, but you can also block ships and stop them from running. And it's another target for enemies to shoot, so they don't shoot you. There was a lot of arguments about Jay's accent. Like I said, I am not the best one to get into that argument because I suck with accents. Iranian? I don't know. Oh, wow, that was a lot of questions. Did I mix accents? Being Asian isn't great with this kind of stuff. The VA is a Persian accent, and she's an Iranian American. So she's American. Okay, makes sense. We got some augurs. I need to take that thing to not go dead last. So we can get boarding party to start fires. We don't have an upgrade here for anything else, unfortunate. But I will take Strafe. Strafe is very useful. Now, I did have all hands on deck, so I am very tempted to try and go take out that cruiser. Do I want to put on the long-range cannons before trying to take out the cruiser? There's new blast shield. That is going to be very useful. Thank God. Oh, no, August fine. Select auger twice. Yeah, blast tax. That's what we like to see. Okay, we've got these. We have to use this bloody ceramite plating so we don't burn. So, the thing that killed Remortus in the speedrun challenge whilst he was winning was the fact that he took the demon dog for RP purposes. He possessed his ship, and yeah, internal fires broke out whilst he was trying to fight the Chaos Dreadnought, and that's what killed him. He literally got killed by RP. Give me scorches. Thank you. I was going to try third-person camera mod you showed and start off with rotate sun map. So, yeah, the only thing I don't like about third-person camera mod is you have to use WASD to move, which is fine in third person, but when sometimes you have to then switch to the sky view, I hate using the arrow keys because the keys to turn are over here, are over my WASD. What is the event on the ice world? Fifth reason for picking that ship that you fly over the others. It's just a flex. I have DLC one. Oh, do I have the augers for that yet? No, I need the Ultima. We'll come back to that. Seems the click to move works in Skyview. Yeah, it does, but it's to rotate the camera. So I use Q and E to rotate the camera, and if I'm using the arrow keys, I'm not a big fan of holding right click to rotate the camera. Hope someone makes a mod soon that auto gives you colony items so you don't have to go into the menu. That would be nice. I use the middle mouse, so yeah, you can do that, but I still don't like that. It just feels slower. I prefer this. I think it's because I've got a lot of use out of these keys for other similar games. Alright, well, first things first, we need to pop out torpedoes. The cruiser? Where's that fucker? He's down there. You're gone. Now, we've popped shields there. We're going to move a little bit. We got to kind of hope this doesn't go for us. Distraction torpedoes. Also, yeah, I just want to spam torpedoes at this guy. Fire. Oof. Ugh. That's why we have blast shields as well. We kind of need to start hitting its sides. Oh, well, we're going to get a nice little bit of shield boost here. Now from here, we're not in range. Yeah. Even if we did reload. We are on fire. What can I potentially do? Ah, I know. We can do the arc augury. Now, ever since they nerfed torpedoes, they just kind of suck because they have to wait like 2 turns before they can do anything. Oh, fires. It hurts us. Ugh, Heartless is getting fucked up. Alright, so first torpedoes, sit them into a little bit of better position. Second torpedoes, well, we might as well take out this fucker. So we'll take out his torpedoes. And then we ramp. Ah, torpedoes got 2 turns in a row. Something. Right, then we also want to spam the fighter option. Because we can abuse this to get the fighters out pretty quick as well. Okay, we'll reset our shields. We'll lower the cooldown on our extended range. Isn't there a button to activate torpedoes? That's just gets you like 2 movement. The shields are down, so we should win this. Ooh. Hurts us. Can we warp even? Yes! Hello! How are we doing, chat? Yeah, you can always refresh that to sidestep. I'm trying to kill the Defiler on Unfair with 4 pylons up. Is it possible? Yeah, easily. Just Blade Dancer it. Oh wait, Blade Dancer. Well, yeah, even with Blade Dancer bugs, that should still work. You can one turn it just by giving Argento a heavy bolter as well. Yeah, the Heartless hung in there. Like, it's so good. I've never really seen that Defiler get to the second turn. Kibella, Argenta, all 5, you have the Typhoon Bolter, should be fine. Heinrichs would be able to shred it. Abelard would probably struggle to get through the armor. Bring Pascal and have Pascal just strip his armor and then start firing laser cannons at it. Yeah. Why not? So the Lead and Slayer build got heavily nerfed. Because you no longer get weapon skills to pyromancy staff, which people complain that, I don't want to have to build weapon skill pyro staff. So they removed that, and all it did was you lost your ability to crit. So it was just a straight fucking nerf. It's bad to explore the star map in Act 2.
There will be no peace in my wake.
But I'll try to remake the Lena Blaster build into something else. Meow. Oh, hello. Oh, you a warm little kitty cat. Yeah. You come to complain about the heat to me. You want pets, but you also don't want to be touched. That's hilarious. Cat just came in to meow. She wanted pets, but as soon as I touched her side, she was like, "Oh, you're warm," and just did that thing where they get really low to the ground. So nowhere to toggle the WSAD modders there. One deactivate it in Skyview. That was the exact problem I had. If there was a way to toggle it in Skyview, the mod would have been fine. But there wasn't. That's the only reason I turned it off. Ah, this is a scary encounter. I just remembered I don't have a Grand Strategist. Okay, you don't have an arc rifle. What about you? Yeah. Get the fuck out of Dodge. See, this is the problem with how bad the initiative system is. Eogun is going to be going close to first, then Argenta, then most of the enemies, and then my entire party last. Alright, let's move the Eogun up a bit. Oh, let's just... there. Don't really want to stack them up that much, because if they have an arc rifle, it will just hop between them. Oh, they appear to just have melee. Cool. Seen Dark Heresy UI mod. Oh, haven't seen that. That's cool. I might have a look at that.
The machine spirits approve. Nuncius and relying on you. A valid argument.
Ooh.
The motive force.
Good damages. But they're a bit far. We're just slightly out of range. If I pop here...
The servants of the Omnipotent.
Nice. Who do I want to take a turn?
Astute observation.
Request approved.
My range is not the best right
The Omnissiah knows all.
now. Alright, well... What and who can we get? Oh, the damage is pretty low there. Good.
My vow is to serve.
Is this the strongest Psycho build at the moment? Which one?
Trust me.
Right. Something weird here. The Operative Assassin. Don't know yet. Not early game, but it might be pretty good late
Aim for the
game.
heart next time. As honor ordained.
Oh my god, I forgot about that stupid thing. Oh dear. Oh, these guys are gonna get fucked up. Oh my god, why was there no damage? What happened? Why no damage? Damage 0. Damage modifiers -4. What? Oh, that's a lot of adaptive coating. What you got going on, you fuck? Ah. The one-time deflection is good. Funny. 16 deflection. Enough to stop Cabela because of her lack of scaling right now.
A valid argument.
I'm starting today. I would love to Psycho God from your spreadsheet. It looks strongest to me. Which one's Psycho God? That doesn't sound like a build that I use. At least not that naming convention.
I'll do it.
Oh, the Warlock. Yeah.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, really? You're gonna hit
Doubt is
him?
for the weak.
I'm gonna have to move you over.
I'll do it. Eradicated.
Cool.
As the Empress is why I was chosen.
Oh, the only problem is if we do that, we're gonna get blasted by my own allies.
Power resides in the will of
She shot her for Psycho stuff. That's pretty funny.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. The script for prognosis is
faith without deeds is worthless.
Hey Roman, any chance you could do something showing good pie composition builds on your spreadsheet builds? Just maybe I've done a couple of videos on that actually.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh. We take one step here, so we stop here now. Damn. Jeez. Bella is struggling to damage these guys. Just killing allies. Heinrichs.
I won't object to it. But of course, I've got this one.
request approved. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Well, if we can't reach him, we will hook him.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
There's little laser lights.
I won't object to it. For the throat.
That's some good damage. Biophysical distortion got its 3 picks. Warp burn got its 3 picks. Wait, what applied warp burn? You applied warp burn. My pyromancer, didn't she?
Let's see to it. I feel the power surging.
Is this going to kill Cabela if I do basic attacks? I'm going to have to area attack, aren't I?
I won't object to it. Natural.
Good.
I will not die in dishonor.
Reject the flesh. 4 is 15 deflection. Reject flesh 1 and 2. They stack. Yeah, pretty good.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
I did this fight before I got friendly fire mitigation. I only had Lady Bloods left standing. Yep, that will indeed happen. That will indeed happen. Ooh, yeah, go to Kiva Gamma first. It can be hard. Hey, Revenant, oh yeah, it's pie builds. I can probably do something on party compositions. I can go through it on stream, but mostly you're just kind of thinking you want someone who's going to be up front, you want someone who's going to be able to buff, you want someone who's going to be able to armor strip, you're going to want people that can map clear, which is going to be these two, and then obviously my lady's quite huge single target damage. So those guys will die to zappers. Yeah, it's probably good because having those allies is actually bad for you because chances are they will get zapped by enemies, and when they get zapped by enemies it will cause you to get zapped. And now that we all take extra damage from zapping, any arc rifle enemies are scary as fuck.
Never doubt me. They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
I really hate this steam puzzle. I'm going to try and do the athletics check to see if I can get around it. Ugh. Like, I think the worst thing about this is I don't understand what the timing's even meant to be, because it doesn't seem to have clear timing to get through. Yeah, because sometimes the damage doesn't even seem to line up with the actual steam. Ah, lady's back. Hello, sweetie.
Hello, sugar tits.
Yeah, how was work?
Fine.
Just coming to get some aircon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Streaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long?
Why?
Natasha wants to know if we want to go drawing for a pint and food.
What time?
Well, she's there now for a pint. Food later.
What time are they getting food?
Don't know. I'll ask.
Oh, sure. How long have we been going? Ooh. Reverend Sugar Tit 609. Thank you for that.
Sorry, hi viewers.
I am the rogue thread.
I'm going to put the ladder up and come the other way. I don't want to play around with the stupid desync puzzle. I'd say, let me clear this area, then I'll start wrapping up. Do you like bitters? Now, see, I live West Country, so we're all about cider around here. But I am a rumman. I like rum. It's in my blood. But no, I'm not the biggest fan of bitters because it just tastes gross. And it's like, now, if I'm trying to get drunk, I will literally have whatever is the cheapest drink they have. They do, like, go to Spoons, they do a Bell's Whiskey for... Look how cool the Skitari look. I swear some of these models look updated. Yeah, Bell's Whiskey and a cola and Spoons, that's £1. That's some good drinking. But if I'm having something nice, you'll normally get something like fruity or a cocktail if you're only getting one, because why not drink something nice? Now, a lot of people do like bitters and stuff, but I am definitely not one of those. A friend tried to get me into it, and it was just so preppy about it, it really put me off. Oh, poor governor. Let's go. Actually, homebrew. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm American, but I love English ales. See, ales aren't actually that popular over here. Like, where I live, because I'm West Country, everyone drinks cider. So if you go anywhere, you're going to be scared of Thatchers. Whereas you go up north, obviously people... Yeah, they're normally on the lager. It's because it's got a big football thing to it. But it's like, you go anywhere in the world, and they're like, oh yeah, the English drink like ales and bitters. I'm like, they do? What English? Like, I don't know them. I obviously all the girls would normally have like mixers to get the harder stuff. And like, I like rum. I like I like rum and whiskey. It's kind of my thing. I prefer ones that you don't mix as well. I haven't started New Rum DLC 3. Is it worth starting before they release the patch?
The shadows
Depends
reveal
what you're
their
planning on
secrets.
playing.
The Emperor favors me today.
Like, if they release the patch Monday, then yeah, you could wait till then. But if they're going to release the patch on Friday, then you might as well start. But when they're releasing the patch, don't know. They've not given official ETA on it. So,
My nerves
I don't think it's so bugged that the game's unplayable. But it's all up to you. Yo.
I better myself through
Thank you.
my service.
What is it?
Monster.
I have never seen it outside of the can, and it feels offensive.
Well, I only have the one can. It's the one you bought me.
Yeah.
I split it.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Nice.
I don't like that I can't buff Heinrichs to do better on the skill check.
Useless.
Is there a way to see your character's crit chance? Yes. When you are in combat... Yeah, get fucked, Skitari. I can't be certain, but I feel like those models have been updated. But yeah, when you're in combat, you can actually see when you look in here. So if you bring up this button here, it will bring up what it is, and you can look at it on the screen. So it's like this was a critical. Yeah, so critical hit chances here. Then it'll tell you what all your damages are. Look at this motherfucker, 38 deflection. The only time it's useful. So enemies can really take advantage of deflection because they can stack it to the moon. You, not so much. Motor Ultima. Oh yeah, I was going to say, I was going to test to see if I put the melter in the primary slot. I wonder if Eogun can use it at close range. Don't know. Yeah, I want Eogun's colony stuff. I want to know what the items are that are missing.
Spectacle of your demise.
Oh, and the corrupted Skitari survived. Ooh, we need to split up. Run! Everyone run and split up. Now, it should only be one square. Ooh. That's scary. Ooh, that's bad. Alright. Hopefully we're split up enough that we don't just get the whole party one-shot by an arc rifle. Let's find out.
But a human death after all.
God damn it. Two of them, almost the entire party got wiped.
God Emperor, move
Arc
through
rifles are so strong when the enemies use them now. I feel like Alcat are trolling with how much damage you take for it.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Oh damn, most of these guys got fucked up
Guided
there.
by faith. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. I will not.
Oh, I accidentally used up too much AP. That's whoopsie daisy.
Doubt is
That's not paying attention. Where are they going? However,
Nuncius, move. My creation, your assistance is required.
we will set this up for a burst fire.
Executing command.
Okay.
the machine spirit
Press the
As the
advantage.
Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
So close.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, but Psyker gets a turn. Psyker, however, can't see anyone. Ah, we can see them. Ooh.
Schemes within
Oh, you guys are gonna have a bad time.
Powers and the unholy works.
Blind him.
thought.
Maybe stack some exploits. Have you tried ear gun frontline with AoE lightning damage augment? So every. Yeah, ear gun. I've got some clips on that. Ear gun's personal thing. It goes pretty hard. Now, I need that one fucker dead, really.
a perilous but necessary expression.
Ah, dang.
Use this and rely on you.
Death comes in silence. Trust me. I shall not fail. Trust me.
Ugh.
The shadows
Unfortunately, went really well.
I am your blade and shield. As the tenants demand. Death is a blessing. As honor ordains.
Alright, they are going to take a lot of damage. So we're gonna hit open up on this one. Oh yeah.
Another one is shattered.
Now we could Inferno this one as well, seeing as he's the only one there. What's even left? Another lightning heretic over there, and Skitari over here.
Schemes within
Now you're extra blinded. Heinrichs, huh?
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it. Get me a target.
Now, are we in range? We're not, but that's why we do this. So we can get up to the...
Let's see to it. Inquisition sends their... I need a foothold. But of course, Lord Captain.
We like Heinrichs. Eye lasers are also fun. They do so much fucking damage because of all the shot boosts they get. Yeah, Ferrum saying some nice 45% boost.
Rejoice in battle.
Ah, that's not where I wanted you to go.
I'll do it. It's why I was chosen. Doubt is for the weak.
Initiating spatial relocation.
Let's see to it. I can make it. Do you require inquisitorial approval?
We like those. Eye lasers are a lot of fun, and I like the little scorpion. Get over here!
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Right, we
What
got
ails you?
Medicaid to get rid of this stuff.
Your assistance is much appreciated.
Bella can
Stand
keep her little
still.
trauma.
My appreciation.
So, Pascal takes double damage on his first energy attack, so there's a good chance he don't survive
back to
getting
fighting.
attacked.
My appreciation.
I did mention that Pascal's little nerf to take double damage on first energy attack means that the safety training won't save him from his own plasma explosions. He's just the deaded. Can give you a scorch as well. But yeah,
They will see.
lots of fun to be had
Yes,
with
they
that.
all will see.
Like the little grappling hook arm. Some people be like, they don't like the look of it, which is fair. But it does look good. Reject the flesh, the fact that the AI still has that is kind of bullshit. Because it's an abandoned feature that the player can't use. And it is really fucking strong. Because they just have so much resistance to everything. Like, they get immunity to bleed, they get immunity to toxin, they get really high armor, they get really high deflection. And for them, deflection's good because of how high it is, but for the player, you can't get it high enough to make it worthwhile. It's bullshit.
The Emperor favors me today.
How are we doing on heretic points? I need more. Yeah, Pascal starts with one, reject the flesh.
Operation successful.
Delay his death.
What lies?
You can get a different pet there. Like, that also feels like an abandoned feature, was the sort of the pet stuff. Yes, how are we all doing in chat? So, what are our predictions for the patch 2, we think, when it comes?
Intriguing.
I have this horrible feeling that they're going to nerf electric strikes. It's too strong. I feel like they're going to nerf the interaction of electric strikes with pets. Obviously, I haven't shown off arc rifles, so I think arc rifles are going to be fine. Can we heal concussions now? Don't know.
I've seen a lot of innocent people.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
We can now heal concussion. That's pretty good.
The Emperor favors me.
But I'm hoping that they rework Ogren arms, because right now Ogren arms aren't worth using. Because the whole point of two-handers is extended range and more strength scaling. Ogren arms undo both of them, so there's no point using them. Oh, I do not have the codes? What do you mean I don't have the codes? How do I not have the codes? Is that not our quest? Have I not started the quest with Heinrichs? What's going on here? What? Oh, did I not do it here? No.
Patience. Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Which cogitator has them? I don't remember skipping them. No, not them. No, you're thinking of the cogitator for the secret room, which you get the codes for that one on the Derek Void ship. Techno Priest near the steam, you are right. I didn't go through the trap and I wanted to go around the back and do the ladder. You are correct. Yeah, I'm being stupid. I was purposely going around the back so I didn't want to do the puzzle. Now I remember. Thank you, chat. Yeah, we were skipping the steam ship. That's why we're going this way.
What lies beyond?
prayer.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes the puzzles are more tedious than interesting.
What deeds await us?
But I've not had too many. The Steam puzzle. I fucking hate the Steam puzzle.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
I forgot how trash what is in this room actually is.
I better myself through my service.
Clicked the wrong thing and had to blow it up the chest. Oh yeah, secret cache with nothing good.
The names of the dead crew who served on the blight-stricken ship have been deleted from Memorial Prayer Code. In view of their shameful non-resistance to defilement, martyr status is denied.
Ah, that's the point. I haven't done the Heretic ship with the bomb. Another piece of Pascal.
With fire and vigor,
Oh, Hybris is going first, is he?
imbue us.
Let's get range. Yeah, this one. Right. Now, Heinrichs right now has all the good little things that he can do to really use his AP really effectively.
I won't object to it. Naturally.
So the first thing he can do is we can use the little grapple arm to make 2 attacks.
I won't object to it.
With little eye lasers. And we can also use shearing strikes to move through this enemy and make multiple attacks.
Holy terror! Smite your enemies!
Oh, but we did miss quite a bit there.
Everyone, step aside.
So, I remember there being more enemies in this encounter as well. Oh, I missed the Vox skull.
Let's see to it.
Oh, that fucker parried me. Alright, Hymex don't get shown up by the Ruststalker.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Oh, damn, where the fuck he going? Ooh! That fucking hurt.
A valid argument. Astute observation.
Yeah, that hot. This man has the thermal multi-melter.
A valid argument.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. My Emperor!
Use gains 1 AP and can immediately attack. I can do that and take a flame shot.
Deeds is worthless.
You can also press the advantage and go for it.
Doubt is for the weak.
Not the best damage there. However, we now have our faithful little self who can do a lot more.
What?
Let's hit an opening. Hit flip. Deadly calculations, pain channeling, deadly calculations, deadly calculations. Building up the little stacks of lethality. And by watching Big Summer preview show. Oh no, I haven't. Right, then. Ah.
curious. Take assistant. Engage.
Ooh. Oh, good dodge, Hydrix. I panicked.
It's impaired.
Ah, that
Require
bitch.
assistance.
Through the smoke and gunfire.
Mm-hmm. We are going to lighten that bitch.
Schemes within.
Now, we could firestorm with Heinrichs, but I think that would kill him.
Opposition.
Legend.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Ooh.
I'll do it.
Can we get an angle where we don't hit Heinrichs? There we go.
God Emperor, be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. That is not the Emperor's will. Doubt is for the weak.
Ah, Kibbalot.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. I shall not fail. As honor ordained, purged. Trust me.
Kibella just doing Kibella things.
As the tenants demand. Trust me.
But the thing is, I had the eel gun buff up. That shouldn't have taken him out. That's the odd one. Oh no, Heinrichs didn't have the eel gun buff. No, he didn't. Of course he didn't. He was outside of the group. Wah wah. Yeah, I forgot. Heinrichs moved up first. Mistakes were made. That's fine. There's a reason we have these special medkits.
I'm watching your back. Always.
It's bomb betrayal. Any excuse to kill the Inquisitor, I guess. He never needs to know it was on purpose.
Get back to fighting. The motive force has invigorated me.
You forget how much damage enemies can do until you don't let them have a turn because you didn't bring a grand strategist. So, intelligence, yes. Small law warp. Then we need to level up our gentle. And we're going to take awareness and perception. And Pascal. Logic and perception. No, Lord Xenos and perception because we are using Eogan. Heinrichs is going to grab. Now, he can either grab willpower or he can grab perception. I'm going to take perception just because I feel like things are dodging me a little too much. Bella. Perception of Medicaid. Eogon. Ballistic skill and persuasion. I forgot he takes -5 bliss skill and he gets +5 weapon skill for some reason. Absolutely crazy the base build that he had there. Heretic, get rid of the spook, yes. We also got Glow of the Dead Stars. Eogun could take the logic item. Pascal can get the nice new glow of dead stars. Eo gun. I'm probably never going to use the melter, so might as well swap it. Cool. Cool.
There will be no peace in my wake.
We can go set the ladder to do the thing. To be fair, you can off Hyvrix after messes with the Cogiter here. I'd rather not though. I want to keep him around for a little bit. Oh, we also got the Cerebral Inverter. Good notes.
There.
A new specimen.
Fuck the Steam puzzle. Worst puzzle.
Duty prevails.
Patience.
All my homies hate Steam puzzle.
My success is an irrefutable
Oh, marksman pieces. You're using recoil. Using plasma. Using grenadier. We could give you the marksman braces so you can actually land some shots. Even then, it's still pretty low. It says it's a dogmatic option, but I'm taking that as the heretic option. Anton Zerb, I think the warp trap filled hallway on the way to Ulfar's Hellbit Fine Act was the worst. That one is also kind of sucks. I would be remiss not to point out that that does indeed suck.
That was a problem for you.
The machine god grants me insight.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Oh right, there's armor here for Pascal as well. Yes. Finally, some actual armor for Pascal. Yep. Woo. Now he's a little bit golden.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Revan, you need to move Heinrich so he doesn't kill the puppy. Yeah, we're going there later. I think, do I also need to remove Argenta? Because, that is going to be an encounter. Yeah, I'll have to change my party comp after doing the little side bit. Wait, you need to remove Pascal, Argenta, and Horus. Fuck that. Dog's not worth losing all three of them. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. What's my party going to be? Nerfed Cabela, who doesn't do damage because of the bug. And all these enemies are immune to everything. Never had to remove Pascal. I was going to say, like, if I can't use the whole companion cast, I probably shouldn't have shot Eurolit. You can keep Pascal. Yeah, Abelard doesn't kick off about it. Armix and Argenta are the ones we need to get rid of. Okay, cool.
Oh, what curiosity unveils itself before me?
Oh no, the whole dogmatic prayer thing, they fixed that bug.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
get plus 1
restless.
AP for being dogmatic for the entire game now.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Oh yeah, they finally fixed this bug where in 1.5 the traps would go off even if you put in the code. Create your own mercenaries. True. That's the other option. Not allowed to play with anyone? Mercenaries.
No peace in my wake.
Yeah, so that was a bug there, that even if you put in the code, stop the traps would go off. One-man pyro army. Rude. But pyro blade dancer's bug not working properly. I'm gonna have to watch a CRPG, bro, make 5 mercs do buff the companion to go in and clear an encounter if I have to leave everyone on the ship. Just put everything 500 stats, like, let's go, dudes. Do you know, at some point I will, speaking of doing mercenary pies, I will probably have to do, like, a full Arbiters run. Like, just make, like, a full party of Arbiters. I miss older Executioner's Heroic. Yeah, the map clearing flame. That was pretty nutty. 6 roaming navigators. Oh, Hyrant's got his little swords out. What's the Medicaid check looking like here? Only -20. Is the actual title arbitrator because I always called them arbitrators? Arbiters or arbitrators, I guess. It's both. Oh, no. So, I sent CRPG and bro a message about that. I was like, you know that half what you said isn't currently working. And he's like, it's fine. It's like, you won't even notice. Because I pointed out that the dots aren't working on his build. And he was like, it's fine. It's still one-shots. And I was like, yeah, true. Oh, I just realized my formation's weird. Heretic options, please. Jesus Christ, how much lore warp does it want me to have? I've maximized what I could have. That juicy 3 points. Kill the demon. Oh no, the demon's gonna get a turn. Or maybe it won't.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Oh, what? What is your dodge? 95%. Damn, that's plus 72. Alright, we're gonna need some buffs. So, it can actually dodge my pirate staff if I remember. So So that reckons it'll do 178. Let's blind him. Let's blind this fuck. We're opening it. So, if we go for a Scream, 187. If we go for Psychic Assault, 285. 285. Let's try and stun it. Nice. Don't think we got the stun. It is. Oh no, we did get the stun. Okay. Oh, wait. Where's my little service go? Why can't I move it?
My creation, your assistance is required. The machine spirits approve. A valid argument. Ruthless and reliable. Astute observation. The machine spirits approve.
Alright. Hammocks, give it the old razzle dazzle. Lasers. Then 57, 62. Oh. Hello?
I won't object to it.
Okay. That buff just went nowhere.
Naturally. For the throne's glory.
Now, if we crit, we could do a lot of damage here. Let's find out.
I won't object.
Dead. A lot of damage. I'm here for the drops. You enjoy your drops. Wait, your character's name is Celine. That's funny. Alright. He's a piece of lemon squeezy. Didn't get to summon his little friends. Okay, so we need to go get rid of Argenta. And let's form up a party. So, I feel like if we bring Galeto and we give it some electrified buffs, that should do some good damage. Yeah, for 2 AP he does put out a lot of both. That is correct. Alright. Let's send these guys back to the ship, because we need to get rid of Argenta and Heinrichs. They're just undocumented features. They're not bugs. How do I acquire them? Watch for an hour. You have to connect your account to the drops thing on the website, and then it's all good. Go to your inventory on Twitch, and it will show you how to do it. You'll see the little campaign for it. So, we have to get rid of you. We have to get rid of you. Your damage is non-existent right now anyway. So, you... you... I guess Jay can come along for the funds of it. Interesting party choice. Which drops are the most useful? None of them, really. They're all really bad. Xavier build is working. Oh, I've got a new version of that. Look at the Chaos Warlock. It is the updated version. Alright, let's give Abelard a level. Let's go fight this boss so I can start finishing up. What level are we? So we took Carouse and Adaptability. Toughness, Dual Weapon Specialist. Ooh. Jay. Oh, Grand Stretches. I thought I was going to show off Arc things, but no, I forgot which one she is. A little bit of Intelligence, a little bit of Imperium. No, just for the little Grand Stretches zones. Look how much armor she has. Sort of. Perception and Coercion. Alright, let's do it.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Oh, what is Glato doing? Where is he? Ugh, he's rubbing the map. I love his little legs. Look at him. Oh no, that's my ally inside him. I see. Here comes Glato.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I picked up everything. Don't know. Bumped into a mine. Listen to the serpent. Angry little space marine.
Attempt at defiance. Your emperor won't save you. Stop hitting me, Ashmak.
Wow, they are all going to get turns first, aren't they?
Tell me, and it is done. You've
Well,
got a
in
problem?
that case,
I've got a price.
we want some hit chance and dodge
I
reduction.
can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky.
And here we go. Let's throw off some AoEs.
Executing command. Lucius, I'm relying on you. Executing command. A valid argument.
Now,
Utterly impossible.
was that my line of sight causing issues there?
Astute.
Right.
Executing. Terminated.
Now, J. Nothing close enough to explode, unfortunately.
Am I getting set up from the past Balakan?
Chaos guides me.
Not as good as they used to be, I see.
The guilty will fall.
So, first we need advanced tracking. Then we'll bring Glato over.
Skills, Glato.
No, it's like... Oh, I've got a fun idea. I have a very fun idea. Alright, first, strategic
Glato,
adaptation.
we're undertaking this task.
We blow this guy mid. Then we need to be able to get line of sight on you. We're going to send Glato over to attack.
One of us would be enough.
Now we get to show off the fun. So, we're going to hit Firearm Mastery. We take a shot.
Take it.
Glato attacks. That can't be intended, Keeply. Get him, Glato. 143. Glato, too strong. Like I said, I imagine that scared.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
That dog just took out a Chaos Space Marine. The reason he exploded after every time he had an attack action was because of Eogun's buffs on him, which is electrified strikes. Oh, team, no.
Attention to detail is
What
the key
are we
to
doing?
success.
Not a problem for a proctor.
Right, boss time. Look how cool these fucks look. And by the way, yeah, those chaos, those heretics, they've definitely had their outputs updated. It looks all nice and fancy. Palace concern. I shall venture a guess it's because the illustrious road trade for us has come to the expense and you are a talking piece of refuse. Let's see if we can tame one of these boys. Yeah, I bet using that on the Paw Patrol build is a lot of fun. Oh, it just stepped on that one dude. It stepped on that other dude. Things you don't notice when you skip the cutscenes. Alright, so, team order. Oh, wow. Eogun and Jay are both going early. I don't even think we need to be smart about this. We can just genuinely set the party up. Let's do it.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize. Don't get too cocky.
We want dodge reduction.
Tell me, and it is done. I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this?
We are buffing everybody. I just realised I'm actually wasting an AP. My first ability costs 1 AP less, but I'm using a 0 AP ability, which would be 0 AP anyway, so I should be using something else. Zapped. Jay's turn. Jay can be sniping.
I can do this going somewhere.
Then Eogun's turn. We're just building up tactical stacks. Now, Abelard. So, see this is 0 AP? If I use this one first, I don't get this for 0 AP. Yeah.
At your beck and call.
So, we are going to Reckless Strike Abelard. And we're going to charge hit this bitch. Well, we want to make sure we get full damage range though. So if I charge from here to here, and if he attacks back, Abelard should attack back if you can parry. Come on, Abelard, parry. You can do it. I believe.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Ah, shame. Oh, Solomon, however. So let's set up for free AP advanced tracking.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
Gear Blader.
Glato, we're undertaking this task.
Abelard failing his parries. No.
It won't take the less than escaping.
I've sucked. Gray hair, sure hand.
His armor must be through the goddamn roof right now. What is his armor at? At the moment, 212%. Cool. Let's do it.
Restrictions on the galvanic cell.
Let's get Glato going.
One of us would be enough.
Get him, Glato. Get him, Glato. One turn. One turn. One turn. Unacceptable sacrifice bomb must be eradicated. Everyone is really against it. Pascal, don't see this creature as made of and learn about any weaknesses we could use to fight against heresy. Ablard, my new pet gives us a little trouble. I am confident you will manage perfectly well. My decision's filed. We are taking the machine on board.
The Emperor's justice guides me.
We gained a fortune. We got another Alpha's arc rifle. We got some Marspan las guns. So you do get the Marspans here. So that's good to remember. Keep Gamma Axe. Yep, plus 20 tech use for Pascal. So, yeah.
One step at a time.
Glato doing Glato things. And we're bringing Nibbles with us. I was going to say, shouldn't Urlum be here by now? Hi, friend. I'm looking forward to recruiting you later. Now Glato has a doggy friend. Yes. Yeah, let's be bitchy to him. No. Yeah, I'm not giving them my word. That's mine. Yeah, before 1.6 is pretty bad. Ooh, howler cannons. Now, the howler cannons, are they... they're plasma. They're good, I guess. Curse boots to Dark Macasa. Dark Macasa is okay. Well, that's terrible. Also terrible. What's this based on? Number of adjacent creatures. Okay, Heretic ring. We do need the security, I guess. Well, for now, I'm going to end stream there because Lady wants to go for drinking and food, and I have also not eaten today, so that's good plans. Keep Gamma doing. I hope you'll have a good time, and I'm hoping we'll have some news over the weekend about when this patch is going. So, yes, everyone have a fantastic weekend. Thank you all for hanging out today. Yeah, no, good times, good times. Daylight drinking, love to see it, even though it's like 7 PM here. But, yes, thanks all, and